Guys, I have a conundrum. My favorite hat is also my ugliest hat. I can never wear it, and it kind of sucks. But lucky you, I think I'm gonna wear it today. I'm gonna bite the bullet, wear the ugliest hat I own. Actually, hold that thought.
Yeah, this is not the Diddy cause the Diddy's dumb. Now I'm checking out the sounds of the fat jazz drum.
This is the ugliest hat I own. It is a Joker card bucket hat. We're wearing this one today. So congratulations, you've had the pleasure of clicking on one of the greatest videos you've ever seen. Why? Not just because of the hat, but because this is one of the greatest games I've ever played. Like straight up, one of the greatest games I've ever played. And I have to give a super special thank you to my good friend, Webcomics/Jesse, because he actually got this game for me. I never even heard of Risk of Rain 2. I never even heard of the first one. Then he decided to come through and just buy the game for me. It was on sale, but he bought the game for me. And then in the little message, he said, yo, I think this is a really good game, really high quality. I want you to give it a shot. And I did. And oh my God, where have you been all my life? As some of you may know, I am a Call of Duty Zombies fan. And in Zombies, what you're doing is you're loading up the same however many maps you want. You're loading up like the same map and you're just seeing how far you can go, trying to perfect the run. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what you do in Risk of Rain 2. The very first time I played the game, I was playing with Jesse, obviously, and he tried to explain the premise of the game to me, which didn't really make any sense to me, so I'm not even going to bother explaining it to you. Premise of the game is not what matters here. Premise of the game is a complete just side character in the grand scheme of why people play this game and why I think you should play this game. People play this game for the gameplay. The gameplay is so addictive. The AI of the characters is good enough. It's not amazing. It's not like Destiny 2 style AI, but it's good enough to make the game a lot of fun. What you're doing in the game is loading up into a planet, a world, whatever it is. They're called stages in the game. And what you're doing is you're killing all the monsters that try to kill you, which, no surprise there, that's what most games do. Then you get gold from killing them. You use that gold and then buy a chest or a multi-buy station, and you're getting these items to become more powerful of a character. There's some good items, there are some bad items, there are different items that are better for certain characters rather than other ones, and I'll talk about that when I get to the characters themselves. But the thing about this, and the thing that really makes the game explosive to play, is that all these items can all stack together. So you get this thing called the soldier syringe. You use it, you find it, you use it, yeah. But if you get another one, the same effect is also applied. It stacks. So the soldier syringe specifically raises your attack speed. That's pretty cool, and it doesn't do much. But when you get 10 of them, you are just beaming motherfuckers. Like, I'm not even joking. You are just going. Or there's Paul's Goat Hoof, which increases your movement speed, which is pretty minimal. It's only 14%, but it's 14% every goat hoof you get. So by the end of your run, you can just be zooming through the levels. It's nuts. But now to get into the characters and kind of introduce the synergy between the characters and the items, there is a character called Engineer. What he does is he puts down turrets and they just shoot things. He doesn't do much himself. But what's good is there's an item called Bustling Fungus. My friend group likes to call it Bungus. And it is a terrible, terrible item. It is just bad. Nobody would ever use it except for the Engineer. What it does is that it makes a healing field around you every time you stop moving for 2 seconds. Stopping moving in this game is pretty much suicide. You are going to die if you stand still for more than 5 seconds, maybe. So just for that to activate takes 2 seconds. Then you have to keep standing still while it keeps increasing your health. Well, the thing is with Engineer is his turrets get all the items you have as Engineer. So his turrets also get that, and the turrets aren't moving. They stay still. So boom, there you fucking go. You have 2 fields of healing that are just there all the time for you or your teammates if you're playing multiplayer. And my favorite in the game so far is a character called Mercenary. He's a sword user, kind of a ninja, kind of not, but he has an ability that makes him invincible. And when you build Purity, which is an item that cuts down the cooldowns on all of your abilities, you can be invincible throughout pretty much the whole game. This move goes to a 1 second cooldown instead of like a 7, because what it does is it takes 4 seconds off of it, and then if you get like 3 of those items, it'll keep cutting it off exponentially. An item isn't just going to be you get to a point and then it's just not going to help you anymore. That's not the case. It's still going to do something. So you can get that down to a 1 second cooldown. But there are 10 characters in this game, so there's definitely a play style for you. And none of the characters really play like any other character. You are going to get this character and this ability. This character is the best thing at, say, holding down a site like Engineer, holding down an area, Engineer. Or this character is the best at zipping around the map, Mercenary. No two characters are going to be the same. And everything I'm talking about, everything, the items, the characters, the stages, the enemies, they are all put together by this absolutely amazing art style. Now, I looked at the first game a little bit, watched some gameplay, and holy shit, did they do an amazing job changing this shit up. The first game was a 2D side scroller, which was probably arguably a lot harder. But the way they are able to make this into a third-person action, I don't know, RPG, I guess you could call it, is nuts. They did an amazing job with this. And all of that is put together by this art style and the fact that there was only 3 devs for this game and then a 4th guy making the music. Which, let's talk about the music real quick. I have never been compelled, outside of Terraria, to get a vinyl or a physical copy of music for a game before. Until this game. Like, here, listen to this. This is when you go in to fight the final boss. Alright, bro. It sounds badass. It sounds like you're at the peak of a story. It sounds like you were about to slap the shit out this man, when in reality, he's gonna slap the shit out of you. Was that a bug? What just happened? So everything artistically in this game all meshes together perfectly. And I think that is definitely something that AAA games are missing nowadays, because you have so many different people with their hands in the pot. It's kind of hard to make something super cohesive. So I guess that is a strength in this case for this game. But I'm also not going to say that this game is only good because of that, and the art style is only good because of that. It just seems like they had a vision in mind on what the second game was going to be like, and they really just focused on that and did everything else on the side. So this game is my game of the year 2020. Of course, there could be something to come out after this because there's still a few months left, but I highly doubt I'll get the enjoyment out of whatever that game is as compared to this. I got this game maybe a week and a half ago. I already have 41 hours in it. That either tells you I like the game or that I have no life. The answer is both. But I'll throw some highlights from my live streams over at twitch.tv/ChasePHX if you ever want to drop in and say hello. Link is also in the description. But remember, live for a check, live for a person, live for a faith. Just don't forget to live. I'll catch you guys in the next one. What the fuck are those? No, that was such a good run. No, I was doing so good. I was so focused.
I think it's starting.
Yeah, there we go.
Fat jazz drum, the horns and the samples with the bass in the boom. When added all together, it's a fat jazz